Okay, welcome back to our Zenox Technocracy Chilling Cats playthrough. We've got our cats, our neighbor cats, and some annoying rats. Everything you need for a good playthrough of the Zenox. Let's just get right into it and start right away. We just learned the Interstellar Destroyers research. That's great. It means we can add destroyers to our fleets. We're just going to turn them off automatic. And then we are going to design them right away. We want to put a large concussion lance missile on the back because it will be able to shoot forward. And then we want to just put small star beams in these two slots and then leave the medium star beam on the front. It's pretty good. We don't need this many fuel cells, so we can fix that immediately. Want to see if we can put a target tracking system on. We cannot fit one. Is there anything we're willing to take off for it? We could maybe take off a second fuel cell, but I don't think that'll be enough. What other choices do we really have? We could take off a proton engine. We could take off a shield. We do have a lot of shields. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, so that's going to be our design. We haven't been really renaming these things, so destroyer is fine for a name. Then we want to go out and immediately add it to our fleet design. We want the defensive group because of our weird naming of things. And we just want to add 5 of them. Like that. And that should make these fleets much stronger. We're not going to upgrade our frigates at this time because I don't really think any of the things we've recently learned will help them. They're just going to stay the same. And then we're going to immediately tell both fleets to fill themselves up, which will use most of our money. But we should be fine in spite of that. Now, our friend Swift Treasure is going to keep doing their job of our personal exploration ship, but I think we might change the context of what that means a bit. Not quite yet, and we'll discover. We'll talk about that when we're ready to. Just going to have you start off by surveying this because it's a frozen planet and it might be useful to us. I was letting these ships just sort of decide on their own what they were doing, and we're going to continue to do that, but I am going to change one thing. I'm going to take all of these ships that haven't come in for retrofits, and I'm just going to force them to retrofit. Because especially some of the older designs, they're just taking forever to complete their tasks. And I think they'll probably complete them faster if they finish their retrofits first. So we'll just do that. Put these all back on automatic. And I think that makes us ready to unpause. We should be okay on timed 4 for... what's that? Okay, those look like Zenox stations? Oh, geez. Oh, what are you doing? These are enemies. You got away? That's good. That's good. Getting away is good. And these are enemies. So apparently this is something we're going to have to destroy in order to look at this planet. And 5,000 strength is really strong. That's good. Wait, no, that's bad. That was a failure. Well, that's fine. Nothing we can do about it now, right? So let's just go to Swift Treasure and have them retrofit as well. Until Swift Treasure is ready again, I think we're just going to put this to run for a bit, and then once Swift Treasure is ready again, we'll start exploring a little bit more in earnest. Okay, so that message was telling us to make a deal with these guys, but I'm not going to let the computer decide what my deal is going to be. I'm going to do it myself. The reason for that is I'm pretty sure if we do a negotiate deal, they like us so much that we'll just be able to do everything. I don't know if I want to do mining rights, military refueling, that's all fine. Exploration and territory is fine. Territory map sharing, galaxy map sharing is fine. And we'll try to trade you the two of these that are on our capital planet. Well, the two of these that they're not both on our capital planet, but you know what I mean. The two of these that are on planets that we strongly control for one of the secret ones, you know. And then that should be good. Like I said, they'll just accept the whole thing at once if we do it through the negotiated deal screen, so we don't have to wait for all of the things to happen one at a time. Much better, much more efficient way of doing things. Now that that's done, though, we'll just let it go again, and we'll come back to it when Swift Treasure is ready. Okay, so Swift Treasure is going to refuel, which is great for us. Just get your fueling done, buddy. Just do your fueling. And now let's look at these two fleets. They are attempting to deal with the various problems that are around them. That's good, but we're going to be moving their locations. I have a big upgrade I want to do in this episode, but it's not going to happen until I get my labs, because it feels like that's when the best time to retrofit stations will be. And that's still a whole tech away. I want to get a big change that relates to how I like to play done in this episode. But we're not going to be able to do that till we're ready. Our fleets seem to be handling themselves pretty well on their own. Once we do the upgrade, we'll be moving where our fleets are stationed. Swift Treasure is probably ready now, so let's go take a look. Okay, so in this system, there really is nothing to bother exploring. Which is great, we know that now. So let's see where we're going to go next. Guess maybe here? Just move there. Great. Hopefully we can find some useful stars. Not sure what's going on with this fleet. I was watching it for a while and it seems that's not the right button. Seems to really not know what it wants to do. Okay. You can also retire. Oh, that's dangerous. Just pirates, so it doesn't matter. I need to find a way to make it so that my fleets can refresh faster. Let's just look and see if there's any colonization options available now. There's those two. So just going to do those two right away. Then we're going to look at our colonies, and we're going to see if there's anything we can do to them right now, because we have so much money. We have terribly too much money. So we're just going to put... We're going to start putting those on every planet we can. As the money becomes available to us, we'll just build them and build them and build them. While 20 quality planets don't have huge population and huge output, they do help towards victory, because number of colonies is it's a really important one of the victory outcomes. Let me just show you. So while these ones are all based on things that basically you need very high numbers of this population one to get a good population, because everybody's going to have as high numbers as they can get, right? It's difficult to get this really high, especially with Zenox with their low breeding. But it's actually very possible to get colonies high, because the percent you get per colony is quite good. And that really pushes this up really fast. So colonies that are going to not hurt your economy score, but will help your colony score, will bring you closer to victory. And even if they don't have endless population on them. At least that's the way I see it. On higher difficulties, better quality colonies matter more, but the same still remains true. If you have a 20 colony that makes a little bit of money, it gives you colony victory points, and it doesn't hurt your economy. It also gives you population. Even though a better colony would give you more economy and more population, it doesn't invalidate the value of that colony if the colony isn't hurting your other categories, right? At least that's the way it seems to me. Sure, offer the treaties. Okay, so everything is going well. Let's see what Swift Treasure has discovered. In this system, we can see, we don't need to be paused, but we will go down, if we're going to spend some time here, some asteroids, some frozen, a rocky ice planet, rocky silicon, desert savanna. So there are several planets here that theoretically could be good. So let's just stick in this place for a while. Yeah, you can build that. And, you know, we should check and see if we've built all of the tech breakthrough for torpedo weapons. Okay. Should make sure we built all of these that are worth building. Those are, if I remember correctly, those are quite far away, which is why I rejected them. Yeah, they're way up there. I don't even want to concern myself with that direction. The direction doesn't matter. That can be my ally's expansion zone. Perfectly happy to let my ally have all the ice planets up there. We don't need to get everything. Okay, that means we're ready to do the next thing. But we still want to finish what we were doing. So let's just look at Swift Treasure. And go in and see. Swift Treasure, I want you to start by checking out this rocky ice planet. Great. Now let's see what we were going to do. That means ship designs. So we're going to split our space stations into two different designs. We want to turn auto retrofit off the lowest one, because we want a bunch of them that are low maintenance, but that the colonies will not be, that the AI won't be able to upgrade on its own, because we don't want these changed. Then we want to create military ones that will upgrade automatically, that we will choose which ones get that upgrade, and then go down that path, so we can have a limited number of stronger bases for military, basically military harbors at the places that we want our fleets to be based. At least that's the plan. We may also build the military bases at places where we think we might get attacked, if that ever happens. But I don't know that this game is going to last that long, because I'm probably going to win it before anyone really threatens me. At least that's what I think from the way things are going right now. All right, so let's just quickly get this done. Okay, so this is the design we're going for. Because these are going to be over colonies, we need to have a medical center and a recreation center because those give happiness boosts. We also want a commerce center because it just helps. We want the research lab, which is pretty much key to the reason why we build these in the first place. We want basic weapons, basic shields and defenses, and crystal sensors because these are so small that we don't want to put anything else on them. And so that's the design for the colony port. Now we need to do a new design with a slightly larger spaceport, and we're going to auto-generate it just so most things are already in place. We're going to remove the second cargo bay, and I'm just going to build this out, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Okay, so let's look at the military port. The thing about the military port is it's going to be more weapons, better defenses, larger hull, but it definitely has a much higher maintenance. So each one of these is going to cost 200 more credits per year than the other ones do. It is going to have targeting tracking systems because it's better. It's going to have long-range sensor arrays. And you can see we tried to fit out the best weapon combination we could put together for it. And these are going to be the bases where our fleet's more, and they're only going to be built in fleet systems and systems where we think we might get attacked. That way we can build as many research labs as possible, but keep an absolute minimum maintenance. The only thing we will ever upgrade on the ports is their research labs, and we may give them like side upgrade things like better fuel cells and stuff, but we may not because they probably won't ever need them. Now we need to go through our list of places where we can construct stuff, and we just need to put these by name so we can see each place. So Choff has not ever even built a port, so it will just immediately build a small colony base. Our ant colony will immediately retrofit to a colony port. These guys will immediately retrofit to a colony port. This one, again, immediately retrofits to a colony port. The special one we'll just leave as it is. Here we are once again looking at, this is where? Oh, this is, okay, so this is where we want our west flank, like Galaxy West flank fleet to be based. So this one is definitely going to be a military port. This is going to be a military port. And so if this works properly, since the colony base is set to not automatically retrofit, they won't change. But the military ports, if we ever upgrade them, will change because they're set to retrofit on their own. That should work. It should. It has worked for me in the past, but there have been times where weird things have happened, like something I didn't expect to upgraded. Just take that off because that's already wrong. Probably because after I changed the name, it thought it was a new design. Well, hopefully it's fine. Hopefully they didn't have a chance to queue anything we didn't want them to queue. I mean, we manually queued everything, so it should all be fine. I mean, we hadn't built any of them yet, though, right? So that's fine. Yeah, everything should be fine. Did we forget to retrofit you? We probably did. Okay. So that will make it so that we save a little bit of maintenance over the long run by having this places that don't need huge bases not throwing money at them. And it also let us put some long-range sensors out there, and it let us do our completely necessary research upgrade. So let's just go here, head in, look at this planet. 16 is not good enough for anything. I don't know why I thought it would be. I don't actually think Rocky Ice Planet is one of the planet types. I don't know why I keep thinking it is. I guess it's because it has the word ice in its name. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. So let's do this one next. we built those 2 new colonies. They're going to come up pretty soon. Hopefully we make some fast money. Give us an opportunity to build them their terraformers right away. We are running 2 terraformers at once, which isn't exactly cheap. I do feel like one of those terraformers should probably complete soon, though. As in, this terraformer should have done those... Am I even right? Is it even close? No, that's not even close. Still 2 years. Let's just look at our colonization options and see if anything else new has come up. 12s are too low. 17 is high enough, barely, but far away. So yeah, it looks like things are pretty much 2 more colonies is all we're going to be able to push for now, which is fine. It really is fine. Colonies are doing well. These guys are becoming profitable, but not sustainably so. They'll probably flip back and forth several times before they stay above. That's what I find happens when this first takes place. When they first hit positive. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to do. We want to change the way our economy balance is working. So this is not something we want to happen. Now, we don't care that this happens too much. This is... See how our research is right now? That's not great, right? I mean, it seems to be maintaining fine. Our research is really, really good. But we don't want this number to keep popping red, right? So I think we might just leave things the way they are. I was going to change some things around because I want these numbers should be closer to what I actually plan to use. Like, say, just twice is probably enough, like around 52. And then this should go down to like 14, maybe? Because this is going to tell the computer how many troops to buy, right? Yeah. And then we want to put all the extra points we've gained here so that when overflow does happen, it's not as bad because we don't want important buildings to shut down. Maybe terraformers shutting down for a few months would be fine, but we don't want the planetary bases the planetary administration buildings to shut down. My fleets seem to be doing their jobs, which is good. Happy with that. What are you chasing down here? No, something we haven't seen in a while, I'm guessing. It's also possible that a lot of the reason we're not finding planets is because they have threats around them that we never cleared. Yeah, like I said, he's back to 500. Oh, they've flipped. That's interesting. It's like they're fighting to see which one of them is going to become the best of the best. Okay, I'm just going to let it run for a little bit more, and then we'll see what's up. Okay, I guess we got to do our queue. I'm going to do a... Put that in. Don't care about starfighters. That could be useful for the ionization armor, so we can go into nebula and stuff. Nothing over here I really want to rush anymore. Let's hit up galactic diplomacy. So I don't... Okay, let's see. Let's go up to weapons. Let's do our star beams. Let's go down to the next level of large missiles. Let's hit up nuclear fission. And then let's do some things that are like good for our economy. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. I guess we could do this, because it leads to here, which is useful. I guess we could do this, and this, and then I think we want to do one more thing. Fast mining. There, it's a brand new queue. It's a brand new day. So much stuff to do. Just want to give it a little bit more time to get some stuff done. Okay, I think that's going to be it. We have a ton of money now. Everything's going really well. We just hit the year 2800. Before we unpause, we're just going to spend a very large amount of cash. A huge amount of cash. We're still waiting for the population of our bug people to reach the point where they show up on the colonization screen. They're getting there, though, and they do increase quite quickly. Once they get to 500 million, they'll show up on the colonization screen, and we can start getting some work done with them. Now, we want to go to every planet that does not have... No, we don't want to do it that way. We want to start at the bottom planets that actually require it. So these are our 2 new colonies that have just been founded. Then we just want to go up the list and see, have you been terraformed? No. You have damage? Oh, how did you get damage? I didn't even know. Well, there you go. That'll help you out. Have you been terraformed? You are in the process of terraforming. Have you been terraformed? You have not been terraformed, so go ahead and terraform. We're just going to literally, we made such a big boost in money that we're just going to literally, on purpose, crash our economy out for a bit. It will slow down our tech, but that's fine. We are not going to worry about that. It'll make all of our planets able to be bigger. It'll make all of our planets stronger. It'll make everything better. Which is exactly what we're hoping for. Things are going quite well. I can't wait until our bug people are able to be used to colonize planets, because I'm relatively certain there's a bunch that they could do that we just can't see because they're not showing up yet. Like, let's look at this. Let's look at... I wish you could look at them when they're not... Yeah, that's too bad. You can't look at them until they're ready. So yeah, 2 more colonies. Take us from 7 to 9. Probably gained a percentage of victory. Yeah, we gained a percentage of victory from the 2 new colonies. Didn't push as hard this time as I thought we would, but we're still pushing good. Once we get rid of all of those terraformers, I bet good money that our economy is going to sing again, and that'll put us pretty far forward. These colonies are all shaping out to be at least good enough that they were worth building. We got our galactic diplomacy building, so we're just going to not even... Wait, that building does what? Lowers the mining rate. But just at that location, right? So we don't want to put this there. We want to take a colony that we're not... Do we have a colony that we don't care about what it mines? It might actually be you. Not actually sure what local lowered mining rate does. But we want to build it. I mean, that's what we got it for, right? We didn't get it for not building it. So I do wonder what the result is going to be of building this thing. But I guess that's for next time, right? Because we said we were done and we're done, so we're done. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.